سلام، من امین هستم و خوش اومدید به پارت دوم از بازی هاگوارتس لگسی. تازه تو پارت قبلی ما رسیدیم به خود هاگوارتس. بریم که ببینیم تازه ماجراجویی شروع شده و ببینیم چه خبره. بدون معطلی بریم سراغ پارت دوم. به به، مپ هم داره. تو سالن هم میشه داشت استفاده کرد.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
به به، سالن زیبایی میشه. همین میشه.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here,
watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My Not... Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall. Did
حوصله
that
حرف
student
زدناتون
say...
رو ندارم برو.
Thank
مغزم
you,
سرویس
Ominous.
کردی. میخوام بازی کنم. همش دیالوگ
Is the
داره
new
میگم.
5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
سلام پروفسور. نه پروفسور.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up! Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Hello.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside of the castle.
پروفسور آتیشت میزنم به قولم. بذار برم کن.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
چی بود؟
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself and mastering. Fortunately,
you mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor. What will I learn? Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Yes,
you seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
عجب خارج کرد بابا ولم کن تو رو قرآن با این حرف بزنی بعد بود بری به اون حرف بزنی
It's good to see you, Professor.
بولشتاتون حوصله‌مون سر رفتیم Is he talking about experiment?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say...
Yeah. Good. Happily.
حسن کردی چه عجب اوپن مپ خب دو تا دارم اوکی چا اول میخوام برم این
The map is in charge.
بلم کن بابا بلم کن پروفسور باحال مپش پشم سربازا رو نگاه.
You can get all sorts of clothing for gladiators, not just common ones. I've seen rare garments there, very powerful, I'd imagine. I can't say I feel the need for that sort of thing. I think I'm content with
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
اسپل جدیدمون بیاموز ای استاد.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
خیلی حال میدونم به سگو.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. Accio, possible moment. Excellent control there.
پنجه وایسه سر خدا نیست.
Stay focused. Very good. Splendid.
وایسه تو رو خدا وایسه. آی نه فیف.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Watch this.
او زن استوری وحشی داری بازی میکنی چرا؟ وای وای خیلی بد زدم.
Don't lose your composure.
Let us see this.
بابا این تورستک خب بلده خیلی بد داره بازی میکنه.
Excellent.
تو رو خدا بیافته بیرون. تو بیافت بیرون. خب برد تبریک میگم دیگه. من هیچ کاری نمیتونم بکنم.
Keep trying.
نمیخوام یه دست کیبورد میزنم.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
چیکار کردی؟
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
بده پندوره رو.
That's it.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Quite impressive.
برو خونه تو
Watch
خانومی.
this. There we go.
بذار بره. نه اون میفته اینا.
Perfect score. Remarkable.
برو بابا خانومی برو. بوست کنم. بوسیدنی هستی.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
خدا حسین.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived.
بابا حرف موف نزن تو رو برو. سوال ندارم خدا.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
خدافظ.
Of course, you can use
شو
Accio.
پروفسورم با صحبت کنم.
So inclined.
پروفسور.
You
پروفسور صحبتی ندارم. سوالی داری بپرس من جواب کنم. اگه نداری من برم. لولم رفت بالا.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
آره من جدیدم. خب بجنگم. برو تو رو خدا کپی رایت میخورم. برو برو نمیخوام این آهنگو. نه باز باحالیه.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher
داستان
raid
این
in
بازی
Eastern
چقدر
Wales
قبل‌تر از
and
داستان
lived to
هری پاتر یا
boast about
چقدر
it.
بدترشه این گفت
Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
سال 1890 هری پاتر 1890 هری پاتر 1991 تا 98 و اول توی تایملاین هاگوارتز این اول میشه باز. برو لویوسو.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
من شکارت دارم.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with
به
you.
دوئل.
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! Protego!
Be your first.
Let's just say it real quick.
Don't bore my students with this yet.
Levioso! Levioso!
Complicates things.
I do enjoy my duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot.
Thank you.
برو خدا حرف نزنید. خستم کردید اینقدر حرف زدید.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is
Nice work.
In fact, it was. Unsanct.
Look. Till next time.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
خب میشم پیشن چی داریم؟ نه نواز نه نواز نه نواز. فایت من بدید. اوه این راه است. اشون
Another selection for you all. Those long before any of us were eaten.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Leviosa!
Can I help you?
Sebastian. I seem to have a knack for dueling. Of course. Get me in the ring.
دوئل داریم.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Leviosa!
Act like a winner!
Accio!
It's so find the one!
Leviosa! Luma! Accio!
زن بچه بدبخت رو صاف کردیم.
What to do?
ویکتوری.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. They're strong.
خودم میدونم باشه. بعدی صحبت دیگه
Hope to see you
دیگه.
back here again.
بعد نگاه میکنی خانمی.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
بچه خوشگل بعد نگاه میکنه. اوه چقدر راه. البته زنم چیز ندارم. فست ترابل ندارم. شما خودشون دارن مینوازند بنوازید. بزن اینجا بپرم دیگه. حالا حتما لازمه رو پله بیام پا. باش کتاب دارم. دانش آموزم رام بده. خوبه اینا داره وا میشه دیگه. فست ترابل میشه که بریم چراغ این برام میگیم چیزش هم بگیرم. این من بگیرم تمام. این بعد راحت میتونم فست ترابل کنم.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first class.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Rigor in the...
Ask you to help.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
Him.
Thank you.
And you've met...
Can you...
دارم بپرسم واسه احتیاط.
There's an... I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. I'd like...
وای کلافم کرده. گربه میشه ناز کرد. صدا خورخور کردن گربه است یا دستگاهی خراب شده؟ این چه صدا خورخور کرده؟ خورخور یا خورخور گربه است؟ صدا گذاری 10,000.
Ah, there you are.
I'll start on the top. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Accio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Accio.
Something so help me.
Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much. Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
بازسازیه.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
مورد دادم. بریم در اینا نزدیک میشه چی؟ بس ترابل کنم یه ذره راه، البته یه راه روه برم.
Well, fancy meeting you.
Hello, Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
حرفش بزرگه.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
ما که نمیدونیم چیه، فقط داریم جمع میکنیم.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface.
بریم پیاده میریم شمال انقدر طولانی.
Places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack.
Accio!
The rest of your year isn't as eventful.
میریم با خرس بجنگیم. چیه اونجا؟ صبر کن من اینجا کنجکاویتم زد بالا. ببخش ببخشید بعدم میام.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle when
Reparo.
Good luck to both of you.
Revelio.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
به این بازی که خیلی زیاد حرف میزنه.
My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he
یکی هم که خیلی دیالوگ داره، خلی با هم باید بیشتر دیالوگ تو گیم پلی.
She is, or rather she was.
یه ذره آدم خسته میکنه ولی محیط بازی محیط خوبیه. این داستان در کل جذاب بازی ها، ولی اینکه زیاد حرف میزنن، دیالوگ‌ها یه ذره زیاده، یه ذره تو بلند مدت میتونه اذیت کننده بشه.
I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new 5th year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, Take it.
شو معمولی؟
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
رنگمندی داره.
Curious indeed.
اینم باحاله.
How intriguing.
اینو دوست دارم، خوشم اومد، عجیب غریب قیافش.
Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Ah, phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare. And a core, what do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now,
That sound.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Though... Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Magic nipple scroll. این نزدیکه بعد میرم سراغ.
Well,
hello there.
Hello.
Pardon me, sir.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Revelio.
اون یکی کجاه؟ اون یکی اون پایینه. وای وای وای. بذار بگیرم تو دیگه. ندارم اسپل تو. اسپلش اینه فکر کنم نامری میشه. ندارم بدبختی تو رو ندارم. اگه داشتم میتونستم بازت کنم. باید اسپلی که غیب میشه رو بذارم. باز شه باز نشده.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. But good. Nothing like the...
من فقیرم. 149 تا بیشتر ندارم.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Revelio.
I hear Alpha Hogsfield is
بس اندازه اینجا.
Who needs keys when you know?
باس فایت داریم فکر کنم. بله
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all? Now keep laughing. We'll wear him down eventually. Reparo. Potato.
his own medicine.
Nicely done. Levioso. Springo.
Accio.
Potato. Levio. That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering. A few more hits to do the job.
ها؟ پودرش کردم؟
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll?
بابا ما این چیزا نداریم.
Reparo. Oh, hello there. A moment if you would. I'll go and see the floor.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
بخش بازسازی شهرم با ما
Reparo.
سباستیان پدر سگ داره چیکار میکنه؟ اونم باید جمع جور کنه دیگه، تمیز کن. این دیدن داره جمع کرده. اشما
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
آخری کجا بود؟ آخری کجا بود؟ آن تموم شد. این هم بگیریم و بقیهش بشه برای پارت بعدی. این بود از دومین قسمت واکتورو بازی هاگوارتس لگسی. امیدوارم که خوشت اومده باشه و اگه خوشت اومد ممنون میشم که با لایک کردن ویدیو و کامنت گذاشتن و سابسکرایب کردن کانالم بهم انرژی بدید. و اگه دوست داشتید که دونیت کنید میتونید از لینک دونیت که تو دیسکریپشن هست استفاده کنید و دونیت هم کنید. ممنون میشم. دوستتون دارم زیاد. مراقب خودتون باشید و تا ویدیوهای بعدی بدرود.